Wednesday wrap-up, June 10th.
Welcome to this edition of the Wednesday wrap-up. I'm Rebecca Gordon.
I'm Sylvia Gordon.
And this episode, we are talking about AHIP 2019. So look, if you haven't taken it yet, stop what you're doing and watch this video. Okay, let's get started. Because we are Peace, Love, and Insurance, we have on our super cool Peace, Love, and Insurance.
Out. Attend one of our AHIP kickoffs near you. There's 6 or 7 of them around the country. And we are already planning our attire.
We're already
planning. Okay, so let's talk about AHIP this year.
AHIP 2019.
Because it's very different than in the past.
So in the past, it was possible to maybe move forward quickly. You cannot do that.
So
do not do that. Don't click.
Don't go next, and get to the final exam.
Don't do that.
You're going to fail. People are calling in like crazy,
panicking.
Saying, look, I failed this twice.
Yeah.
Now what?
And we're going to jump on that, the magic number 3. But look, it doesn't matter what...
AHIP change.
AHIP change. It doesn't
Very
matter...
powerful graphic, thank you.
What state you're in. It doesn't matter what state you're in. You're going to be tested on everything. And so to really be...
Take the quizzes.
A well-rounded agent, you've got to take all the quizzes. Take them all.
Okay? Okay, let's just be real. I know I'm struggling to say this, but AHIP had a way to cheat. Agents found a way to cheat. People are human, okay? I don't know this firsthand. I've heard the rumor that there was a way to cheat the system, to really shortcut it and then look up the answers and do something. They've eliminated that option. Right. So if you think, oh yeah, I just need a half an hour to sit down and whip this out, no, you don't. Not going to happen this year. I had a really good agent. I asked Erin to take it this morning, not Erin Hawkins, another Erin, and I want to say, hey, go take it and give me your feedback. How long did it take you? Because she's a really good agent. And she said it took her about an hour longer than normal. And she's a really good agent. So the amount of time, there's only 2 hours. Once you start the final exam, you only have 2 hours to finish it.
Okay.
And she said it took her an hour and a half. So that's a really good agent. So I think a new agent is going to be in a panic.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Go through the quizzes.
But take the quizzes. That's
take your time, study them.
Study the quizzes. I mean, like, typical thing, they have the course material there. People just they're not reading it.
Slow down. How many?
How many times can you take it? How many times can you fail AHIP?
It depends on the carrier.
Remember that.
All carriers are different.
However, since Humana requires only 3, everybody else better remember that. That they just set the standard for the industry.
3.
Okay? Humana being the second largest carrier in the nation, chances are you have business with Humana, or you want to do business, or you have renewals on the books. So what happens if you go to United Healthcare's website and it says, hey, you can take 6 attempts, and it takes you 5 attempts to pass?
You've just crushed yourself with Humana for this year.
What does that mean?
That means you're not going to get renewals, and you have to sit out an entire year. You can't sell this year.
Right. So, but you're going to go, but United Healthcare gave me 6 attempts. Okay, well, United Healthcare gave you 6 attempts. That's very
awesome.
generous. But not everybody does that. How about Anthem?
Anthem, unlimited.
Cool. How about Aetna?
Aetna,
unlimited.
Unlimited.
As of right now, because they didn't really say.
Right. Both of those, as of right now, are unlimited. We don't really.
We don't know.
But your number, the magic number, 3.
Because you want Humana.
You want Humana.
So that if you only sell for United Healthcare, that's cool. You could take up to 6 times to get it, but that's going to be the rare agent that only sells for United Healthcare.
Right.
Now, if it's taking you 6 attempts to pass it, that's a problem too.
Yeah.
So chances are you need to go back to your agency owner, you need to get some retraining, because if you didn't pass it in 3 times, you're probably never going to pass it.
Right.
Okay? Some people just have bad test anxiety. I get that.
So just take your time, go into your own room.
Don't be interrupted. The number one reason agents fail this is because they're trying to do this with the phone and the dogs and the kids and go into a quiet room. And I know people that say they can only do it if they have a glass of wine.
Maybe they could wear this shirt, which is
take the
very
edge off.
relaxing.
Okay. How about the price of AHIP? Almost.
So the price if you go directly is $175, but
You would never do that.
you would never do
You're
that.
always going to go in through a carrier
Don't do
site
that.
to get their benefit.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's about a $50 discount
Right.
historically, so about $125 going through the carrier site.
And then you can get reimbursed for AHIP, and apparently you can get reimbursed for everybody.
Yeah.
So most of them have a plan. Like if you sell for company A and you sell 5 cases, you can get reimbursed, and if you sell for company B, but you guys don't. You never submit and request that. You got to ask for that. So remember that's out there. That might be something that you spreadsheet also. Let's talk about the actual test. So one we said that it's taking longer. So allow that time. You only have 2 hours to pass it. So. Like I
Once
said,
the actual test starts.
Once you get to the final exam, so you can take as long as you want going through the study module.
You can't go back anymore. So once you go through your
One of the
quizzes,
quiz, you're done.
you're done. You can't go back and try to brush up. So would it be a good idea for somebody if they come across a section like cost plans? And maybe they're from the state of Indiana.
Boom!
Where we don't
1876 cost plans.
take notes.
Right. Agents don't. Cost plans are only in about 14, 15 states. So most agents don't care.
They're going to try to click right through that.
Right. And so they're not. Pay attention to this stuff. This stuff could be on your exam. There's several different exams that they give. But one of the things I have people calling in, they're like, I don't know anything about this. Well, the study modules are right there. So
Right.
download your materials and study it.
It's all fair game.
But I get a lot of questions about cost plans because they're like, what is it? Why do I need to know this? Cost plans are only in about 15 states. And is it a Med Advantage plan?
It's a mixture between a Med Sup and a Med Advantage. And the cool thing about them is they have what I like to call a passive network. So if you can use the network, but if you choose not to, original Medicare kicks in.
So it's like an HMO with an optional network. If you want to use the network and get the benefits, go to the network.
Good for clients who travel.
But if you don't want to, then you just go anywhere and just pay as A and B. So why is it so sparse?
Because they're only in counties where you have less than 2 Med Advantage carriers. So it's kind of,
Here and there.
yeah, like popcorns. That makes no sense.
And the federal government doesn't want to. They want to get rid of them because they're a money loser for the federal government. But they're trying to make sure that there's some choice in
Right.
some of these weird counties. So you see it in Illinois, Pennsylvania,
Minnesota,
Florida.
I think Virginia has
I think
some cost
Texas.
plans.
There's not that many states, but we don't have it here in Indiana. So most agents they ignore it,
Right.
and that might be detrimental to you when you're
Right.
trying to get certified annually.
And it just makes you a better agent to know the various ins and outs.
So let's talk about private fee for service. Unless you've been selling since
05.
05 from the olden days, that dates you. A lot of the new agents, they have no idea what private fee for service is. And a lot of the older agents think it's gone.
Right.
Where it's the same thing. It's here. It's generally, if it's in a county, it's generally costs over $100 and you would never sell it. But there is weird times where you would sell it. Anyway,
It could be,
you need,
it's
to,
in the material.
you need to know. You need to know. Because a lot of agents sell in different states and it might be available in your state. So you need to study this.
You need to know
and,
it all.
And understand, if you're going to be a well-rounded Medicare agent, what's out there.
Know the terms.
Know the industry. That's the whole point of certifying annually. People have the impression that it's just a hassle, like get it done, next.
Right.
And like on the quizzes, they don't do the quizzes. They just like pick an answer and it says wrong, pick an answer and it says wrong, pick an answer, right, go to the next. They're not actually reading it and learning it. So you're going to fail the test this year, okay? So take the quiz, study the material to pass it.
Take your
if
time.
you don't pass it in 3 attempts, you can't sell. You got to wait out a year with all your carriers and they can't pay you renewals. So you have to go into if they have a different type of status to preserve those renewals, or sell your that block or whatever. You got a big problem.
Well, let's just say we know for sure the 3 is with Humana.
So that sets the industry
But I think
standard.
that totally sets the
Right.
bar. Don't make that your magic number.
So if you have already taken AHIP this year,
Yay!
congratulations.
And you
you're
passed.
You're not a procrastinator. Yeah. Well, if you passed or not passed, tell us in the comments what advice you would give to other people. If you have other advice to augment what we've already said, please. And
This is
see
our
if you
price.
can help other people, because
Yeah,
I
we're
know
all
a
in
lot of
this
people.
together.
A lot of people just get really nervous and then they fail and they think, "Oh my God, I've worked for 5 years and I'm going to lose everything."
I've had some messages where people have been breathless.
I've had so many people call and saying they flunked it this year. It's crazy. So,
Slow down.
slow down.
You're good.
And if you work under an agency or you have an upline that can help you, once you failed it once, don't take it again. Get some help. Have somebody spend some time training you.
Right.
Don't be cavalier about this and be like, "Oh, whatever, whatever." It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
This is your barrier to entry. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's all I want to talk about this week.
All right, guys. Good luck. Good selling.
Let us know in the comments if you have advice about AHIP. Thanks.
See ya.
Good luck.